So crazy, Alex.
You're so crazy.
Blah, 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 blah.
Flabble, blabble, blabble, blabble.
So I start?
Now entering Nerdist.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Alison and Alex. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. For the next half an hour-ish, we will be sipping some booze and spitting some news.
Yeah.
And we'll be spitting in the lovely direction of the man of the hour, Tom Super Volcano Krajewski.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Speaking of the booze we're sipping,
Yeah, it's good booze.
it's real good booze. We have to do a shout out to our buddy Mike, who gave us some very cool craft beers when we were down at our Comic-Con show.
Yeah, I think these specifically were supposed to come for the Comic-Con show, and then he came a little bit late, and so we were like, we're just drinking whatever the beer was they had.
We didn't have beer. We had the...
I had
We had, like,
beer.
mixed
you had
drinks
beer?
at the
Yeah,
thing.
no, I had
You guys
something
had
that was
things.
gin and strawberries,
Yeah.
and I was like, ooh, guess I'm getting drunk.
So these are
Duckfoot beer?
Duckfoot beer. I am drinking The Looker Blonde
Yeah.
Ale, which is actually really fucking
What am I
good.
drinking? What's my...
Allison's drinking Drink This or the Bees Die Golden Honey
Oh,
Ale.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's an
So you better
aggressive
drink
title.
some. Drink more
I'm
of
drinking
that.
it.
The bees will
Don't
die, and it'll be all
bees.
your fault.
Yeah.
Don't die, bees. No, but what I like about this
Don't
beer...
die, bees.
This is my
Die,
favorite thing.
bees.
All these beers are crafted to reduce gluten. So,
In
products...
the world or just in the beers?
The beers.
Oh, okay, that may be.
Product fermented from grains containing gluten and crafted to remove gluten, but because it's the original thing has gluten, they
They
can't
can't
call
say
it gluten-free, but it's
gluten-free,
like
yeah.
as close to
Oh.
gluten-free beer as you can get.
That's why I don't feel so gluteny after drinking this beer.
Yeah.
I feel so like light and not gluten-y.
Yeah. So Duckfoot Brewery, and this is
Yeah.
delicious. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so
Mike.
he redesigned some of the
Cool labels.
Yeah,
The labels are
cans
very cool.
really, really cool.
Yeah. The titles are clearly very cool too.
Guys, that was a whirlwind.
Dude,
Comic-Con?
That Comic-Con was a whirlwind.
Yeah, we did it though. Thank you to everyone who came out. That
Oh,
was,
yeah, it
we
was
had, that was
great. It was
such
great.
a good turnout.
Super good turnout.
I was impressed with us.
I was too. I just still can't remember what I did Saturday night.
Yeah, well, I asked Tom. I was because we ended up turning
Parting
and
ways
burning.
after the yeah. Oh,
turning and burning on Saturday night because we were
Yeah.
like, I mean, we didn't have
I
anything
didn't.
on Saturday night.
I ended up going to 2 parties and getting far too drunk for my own good.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
yeah.
I
I
was
saw
so
the
hungover
pictures.
Sunday.
Woo.
There were no pictures.
Well, I did see some pictures.
I did too.
Maybe you weren't drunk at the time, but I saw
There
some
were
pictures.
no pictures from Saturday night,
Oh,
except for the one you saw.
yeah. Is that from Saturday night?
Yes.
Okay, so
So-
I saw a picture
One-
of you from
I
Saturday
saw
night.
the
one
picture.
that a friend posted on Facebook.
I saw the
That's it.
picture.
Yeah.
In galore. Yeah, it's really funny because I was super hungover on Saturday morning, powered through it, and then you got hungover on Sunday morning.
I know. It was brutal. But I'm back.
Hey,
back
sure
at
it
it.
is.
Back at it. Sipping some beers
Sipping some bursts.
and spitting some nears.
And spitting some
Doesn't-
nears.
Close enough.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Guys, we're having another heat wave.
I know. It's so hot. So if you can hear the fan in the background, it's because we had to leave the AC on.
Yeah, 100%. I just
Jesus.
flew in from San Francisco. Boy,
Oh,
oh my
yeah,
arm's
I'm
tired. No, I landed in Burbank and got off the plane and was like, what?
That big of a
All the
difference.
heat.
Oh, no, huge. And then I got into my car,
Oh,
and my
it's
car,
900 degrees.
108 degrees.
Wow.
Oh.
And I was like, what is this? Because I came from
What is
the Bay,
box
which is like
happening?
super
Yeah.
not
Hey.
that.
It's funny. I have a lunch in San Francisco on
Ooh.
Thursday. Well, by the time this airs, it will
Can
have
we
already
come?
passed. No, I'm like literally in San Francisco for 2 hours on a layover, and then I'm off to New York.
Oh,
Yeah.
on a layover. Because I was like,
Well, yeah, because I'm coming from Vegas, and so I had to, like, for whatever reason, fly from Vegas to San Francisco to Newark,
Yep,
which makes
yep.
no sense. But it's giving me 2.5 hours to see one of my best friends from high school and have lunch with her. So I'm very
That's
excited about
nice.
that.
that's fun. Is she meeting you at the airport?
Yeah,
or
she's
is
coming to
she-
the airport.
That's so
I know.
cool.
Yeah.
Lunch at the airport. Gourmet
I'm
meal.
such a jet setter, guys.
I did that once. My buddy had a layover at LAX from Hawaii.
Ooh.
And I hadn't seen him in a while. He was a high school friend who was in the military. And so it was
Yeah.
like, I'm here in LA for 3 hours. Want to meet at... Remember Encounters?
Yeah, the
In the
space
LA
The restaurant in the center of LAX.
Yeah, which I
Does
don't
it-
think
is
is
it not
anything
open?
now.
I don't think so.
It hasn't been open for
Oh,
years.
that's weird. I did a photo shoot in that place,
Yeah,
like
you
when I
did.
first moved to
Interesting.
LA. Yeah, so like 15 years ago or something like that.
That place
No.
is super cool. It just...
Yeah,
I mean, and it's like, how do you get there?
Yeah, I never
Why would you ever
understood that.
go there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
really
a destination
connected, it's not-
bar.
and it's like not really connected to the airport. So like, if you're going through the airport, you would never go
Yeah.
yeah,
get
you
there.
would never. Yeah, you wouldn't leave and like walk across
Yeah.
the roadway to get
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, I was thinking.
It's good. What were
Yeah,
you thinking?
Tom.
You got your AC on. Would it be more effective if we opened Bucephalus' doors and turned her AC on
No.
And close the windows.
No.
Open the windows. No?
No.
I don't think so.
Well,
It's
the
a
car-
powerhouse of a car, and you're not going
but
to
the
suffocate.
car ACs are only meant to AC the inside of a car.
But
so
it's
as soon
a
as you,
Tesla.
No, I get
Yeah,
what
but as
he's
soon as
saying.
you-
I appreciate what he's
as soon
saying.
as you open up the cubic footage to a garage size, it's not going to make a difference.
What are you?
I'm
Who's
a
the guy that invented
scientist?
He's a
Tesla?
cubist.
Yeah.
He's a cubist.
right,
I will
fine.
say, I am. Yeah.
What?
What do you guys think about camping?
No.
I'm not for it.
Nope.
Interesting.
Farthest
Hate
I'll
it.
go is glamping.
Yes.
Okay.
Farthest.
I'll
so
do
what
that.
do you? So explain me your version of glamping. Like
Cabin
how,
with-
Oh,
in-
so cabin.
with
That's like
with
literally
plumbing.
not camping.
Cabin
That's
with
just a
plumbing.
vacation.
But it's in the woods.
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was a camp.
Yeah.
I
I want running water.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm with Allison. So
No,
why?
I
What are you
don't
doing?
disagree- No, I don't disagree by any stretch.
Then
I
what's-
just there's a lot of people who enjoy camping.
Yeah.
Don't
And I
get
can
it.
understand it at
No.
its core, like
No.
get away from it all,
Right, sleep under the
decompress,
stars.
sleep on the stars. All this stuff sounds
Yeah.
great.
Mosquitoes. No.
Mosquitoes, snakes,
Bears.
and
polar
pit
bears.
vipers,
So many bears.
rats,
All the
all
bears.
of the things.
Yeah.
Snapping turtle, bees.
Bees.
But it's because you can do that in the Tesla. They have that mode where you like
What?
They basically sell these tents that surround the middle part of the Tesla.
Oh, cool.
And you open the trunk and you have the AC going or the heater going,
Yeah.
and you sleep in the tent.
Perfect. Let's do it.
What?
Let's try it.
Yeah, so
should we do it?
Covers the back half of the Tesla.
You said the middle part.
Let's-
That
No,
makes
it goes around the middle
Oh,
and then
oh.
extends out the back. So it's like
Oh.
suctioned up. It's almost like E.T. where it's like the
Yes,
van and then they like
yes.
duct tape the thing around
Got
it and
it.
there's like that weird tube.
So the
It's
heat,
basically that, but with the
the
Tesla.
heat or the air conditioning comes out of
Yeah.
the trunk.
Yeah.
Why?
And then fills the
For
So
the-
in a way, I was kind of right in thinking you could air condition
This
in
is where I'm
larger
saying.
areas.
This is
Oh.
how I got to camping.
Okay,
Tom.
yeah, okay,
Gotcha.
that makes more sense to me, knowing that car
When
is
Alex
capable
says
of
it.
that. But why on earth would they ever think to do that for a Tesla?
Well, no,
Yeah, it's not
because
like you're going to take a Tesla in the middle of the woods.
no,
It's
no,
like if you
well,
get
well, you can't. So
Well,
the reason why this happened
there's
is
a
because
road.
people who owned Teslas were starting to do this because you get to that thing where
Oh.
you go, wait a minute, this thing is a giant. I mean, we've talked about this before. Like,
Yeah.
you have to change the mentality of I can't leave the air conditioning on all night. It'll drain the battery.
Right.
If the car is a battery, that's not really going to drain it that much.
But wouldn't it? Because if you leave
Right.
the headlights on, it drains the battery. I know it's a
But
larger
that-
battery, obviously.
Well, but I mean, like that battery is like this.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
battery is the entire
The
bottom of the car.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
and that the giant. So it's like if you have the AC going. I mean, maybe you lose 8 miles overnight.
Right. Okay.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it's
it's
like you're
probably
not
even
dying
less
from
than
carbon
that.
monoxide poisoning or anything.
Right,
like
and
that,
then
yeah.
you don't have the car on, so then there's that. But so what happened was people just started doing that.
Oh wow.
And so they were calling it camping mode, and it was like a hack where you kind of had it in gear, but you didn't, and the parking brake was on. Like you had to do these things to get it to happen.
Yeah.
Now they actually just put it in because so many people
That's
were doing
very
it.
creative.
Yeah, so now
Very
that you just do
impressive.
this
Very
thing.
clever, Tesla. Very
Let's
clever.
do it. I'm
But
open.
so companies are actually selling custom-made tents that
Yeah.
connect around the back of a Model S.
Wow.
Wow. It connects to the back of the car. Wow. But I agree. I think glamping, like,
Yeah.
full-on, like, high-end tents.
We're such snobs.
But there's something, like, really
Camper.
fun. Like, do you remember the Harry Potter thing where they go to the Quidditch World Cup?
Yeah.
And they, like,
Oh,
that's
have
right. That's
this
cool.
tent,
Oh,
and
yeah,
they go in, and
yeah.
it's, like, this
That's
amazing
way bigger.
room.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want to go in that
Tesla
tent.
should invent
Yeah.
those.
Yeah. See, I remember Harry Potter where they go to the Quidditch World Cup. Of course I do.
I'm just saying.
Of course I do.
All right.
All right,
Moving
should we
on.
get to some
Yeah, let's get to some emails.
And what is this fly doing? This fly is trying to join our podcast. You
Yeah.
are not invited, fly.
Yeah, if you hear it, Lawrence P. Fly is a new guest.
Lawrence P.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay. I feel like maybe we talked about this on the show, but maybe not. Anyway,
I'll be the judge of that.
okay, the rental car story.
The rental.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know, but
okay.
you'll see what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Hello, Alex and Tom.
Who's this from?
It's from David Barry.
Hi, David Barry. He's
Yeah.
written it many times.
Yeah.
Hi, David.
Hi, thank goodness you made it back from alive from Mexico, Allison.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, David Barry.
Yeah. Did you tell Jonathan about that, by the way?
Yes.
Thank you.
He was like,
I
what
don't
the fuck? And I was like, I know.
I know.
I
And you were
know.
like, why do my friends always make things really weird? He should have just not said anything. Okay. I was listening to your podcast, and you were talking about the woman who accidentally drove off with the wrong car, and it reminded me of a good and true story.
Okay.
A guy was looking at a new car. In order to entice him, the sales guy offered to let him drive it for the weekend. He picked it up on Friday and returned it on Monday morning. When he brought it back, he said, I don't want to buy it. But that's when they checked the car dealership, freaked out. It had over 1,400 miles on it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what did he do?
It turns out that the guy had driven to L.A., ran around the
where?
city, and drove back. This is in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Oh my God.
The dealer couldn't sell it as a new vehicle anymore.
Oh no.
And so they tried to sue the guy for the
Why?
difference in the price.
He was given it
Yeah.
for the weekend.
Right. However, the judge ruled that the dealership didn't set any limits on what the guy could do with the vehicle for the weekend, so he didn't have to pay anything.
Yeah, seriously.
After that, the dealer dropped the weekend test drive program. By the way,
Yeah.
I do remember that. Do you guys remember that? Like when you
No.
could go, oh, yeah. But,
No,
I mean, yeah, it was a while back where they were like, take it for the weekend. have a
Really?
good time. Yeah, because they really
Wow,
wanted you to
I
buy
would
the fucking car.
only stress out if someone was like, take it for the weekend, because I'd be like, I won't drive it because I'm just going to be scared of hurting it. Yeah.
We actually did that with Dignation back in the day. Ford sponsored.
Oh, really?
And they gave us a Ford Fusion.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Wow.
But they gave it to us to drive for 2 months.
Oh, yeah.
But they wanted it back.
Yeah.
And so Heather just drove it around for like 2 months. Just was like,
Yeah.
okay, this is my new car now.
Yeah.
And because of it, by the way, this is how Ford marketing works. Our friend Suzanne bought a Ford Fusion
Oh, yeah.
because she liked the car so much.
Well, I mean, I did that with the Ford
so the
Fiesta.
system works.
Yeah, they gave me a Ford Fiesta for like 6 or 7 months, and I had to do all these like little videos that I posted on YouTube and stuff like that. But that was a situation in which I was not responsible for anything done
Oh,
to
right.
the car.
Yeah.
As
same
opposed
with
to the
this.
dealership giving you a car for a weekend and being like, you can bring it back, but better not be injured. you
So
know?
speaking of cars,
Yeah.
Tom, you have now experienced the new Mini.
Oh yeah, I
It was
drove
pretty
Tom to the
Yeah.
podcast
Allison
today.
picked me up today because
Yeah.
I don't have a car.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
It has colors.
What?
Yeah, there's like a sweet little thing. They kind of designed the inside of these new
So
minis to look
exciting,
like cockpits.
Oh.
So like there's all these switches you flip. Like, but the way I turn my car on is by like pressing. I just realized it's like a switch that I press down as opposed to a button.
Oh, okay,
If
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then there's also this like neon ring that goes around the display,
Sweet.
and it changes
Sweet.
colors depending on what you're doing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very neat.
Yeah.
Like you put it in reverse and it goes brown.
Well, yeah, you put it.
That
you
sounds
put
like
it,
reverse color.
Well, because
right?
I have sensors in the back that like beep, when you get too
Yeah,
close to
yeah.
stuff. So it actually changes to the colors of the sensor. So it's green when I put it in reverse, and then if I'm getting close to something, it turns yellow, and if you get too close, it turns red.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
That's super cool.
I know it's real kind of cute and sexy.
Was that your first passenger in that
You
car?
were not.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a
Who was it?
You were my second. It was my buddy Mikey, who was in town.
Get
He
you,
lives in New York, and he was in town for literally for a lunch, and we had lunch, and then I drove him back to his hotel.
One lunch fucked it all up
Mike
for you.
sucks.
Sorry,
Anyway.
you were,
Just
but you were
saying,
number
actually.
2, Tom.
Yeah,
Number 2.
I'm always number 2.
Tom 2. That's what they call me.
Tim 2.
T2.
T2.
Tim 2.
T2. The happening.
I know.
All right, here we go. Flushed away.
Oh no.
This is from Colin.
Hi, Colin.
Whatcha, Alex and Tom? Hi, Alison.
Watcha?
Whatcha?
How does you spell it?
I don't know. WOTCHA. Whatcha?
Watcha.
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 I think I did it right. Anyway.
Maybe it's Australian.
With all the recent talk of the surge in water pressure during the Japanese
Oh,
World
yeah.
Cup games, I couldn't help but be reminded by the very same premise in a movie.
Oh, really?
That was
That
flushed
movie,
away?
Flushed Away,
Hugh Jackman.
What?
starring Hugh
Aardman
Jackman
Animation.
and Kate Winslet. Never heard of it?
Yeah.
Well, he has.
DreamWorks.
I have not.
It's an animated movie from Aardman Stable,
Oh.
the same guys that make Wallace and Gromit. It's
it's about a
actually
fish getting flushed.
No.
Oh, never
I will,
mind.
I will tell you exactly.
I have literally
I
no
will
idea
tell
what
you
this
exactly
is
what it's
about.
about.
Okay.
It's a great movie on so many levels. I know I've seen it many, many times. One of the perks of being a parent. The climax comes at halftime when all the Brits go to the loo
my God.
and potentially flood out the sewer
That's
where a
gross.
toad is threatening to open the floodgates and wipe out the rats.
Oh.
Sounds very strange,
Yeah.
I know, but it's a great movie, even just for Hugh Jackman's British accent.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway, keep up the great work. Colin, a Brit living in Ottawa, Canada. Go give me your best Cockney. Go give me your best Cockney accent.
Good day.
That was pretty
Sort
good.
of Australian.
That was very good.
I'd slip in
Cheerio.
Yeah.
Pip pip.
All right.
Box of chocolates for me to eat. Lots of coal making lots of heat.
Oliver, Alex. Come on, did you
No,
play Oliver?
It's My Fair Lady.
Oh.
I was a very good
Warm
Oliver.
hair, warm hands, warm feet. Oh, wouldn't it be
I was
lovely?
close. They both take place in like a shitty part of
Yeah.
time of England.
Yeah, shitty London.
Shitty London.
There's a lot of musicals from shitty
There's a
London.
whole slew of shitty
Wait,
London musicals.
By the way, I just saw oh god, it's the movie with Dan Stevens where he plays
Dan Stevens.
Charles Dickens while he's writing
Bored already.
while he's writing the Christmas Carol.
What?
Well, that's
It's actually
interesting.
great. Really good.
What's it called?
You just saw it?
The Man Who Saved Christmas,
I don't
maybe?
think that's it.
Just made
The Man
that
Who
up.
Really?
Brought Us Christmas.
The Man
Yeah,
Who-
something like that.
Oh,
The Man
I
Who
thought you were
Saved
totally
Christmas.
making that. You had on the look on your face like I'm just making things up right now. But you were
I always
serious.
have that look on my face, Alison. You should know this more now.
Imposter syndrome.
G'day, mate.
Good day.
No, but it was really good. It was cool because it's. I like those movies. Like Scrooge is one of my favorite movies.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love those movies that weave in the story of a Christmas Carol
Yeah.
Yeah.
into a movie that's it's sort of like what they did with Shakespeare in Love, which is another great example
Yes.
of that, like weaving the actual story and what you know about it into a new story.
Have
which
you
is
seen
cool.
the meme about Anne Hathaway? Because
No, but I like Anne Hathaway.
yeah, well, yeah, you like Anne Hathaway, but also Anne Hathaway was the name of Shakespeare's wife, real life wife.
Oh, really?
And Anne Hathaway's husband looks like William Shakespeare. Like if you see a picture of him
Weird.
against William Shakespeare, you're like, oh my god, yes.
Was William Shakespeare attractive? I feel like only in that movie.
I don't know,
Shakespeare
but
in
what
Love.
she's
That has-
saying is there's
that
a
has
picture of
nothing
Will
to do with
Shakespeare,
Joseph.
and now it's this guy married to
Well, that's what
Anne
I'm saying.
Hathaway.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
So odd.
So William Shakespeare was married to Anne Hathaway, and Anne Hathaway is now married to someone who looks like William Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Phew.
Yeah.
Did they do Did they do the Ancestry.com just to see
Oh
if
my god, that'd be amazing.
he was like, oh, that was my great second uncle?
I don't think they
once
can do
removed.
that because we don't have William Shakespeare DNA to.
We
Don't
can get
we?
some. I can find some.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom.
I'll get some.
Go get it. Oh my God! By the way,
Oh god, I'm very excited.
this wasn't the story that I was going to do, but
This-
I have to tell you the
This
story.
look on your face has made me very excited. Go.
So they found this sarcophagus.
Oh yeah, and people want to drink the red shit out of
People
it.
want to
Wait,
drink
what?
the red shit out of it. So they
Yes.
find this sarcophagus and it's like bad.
No.
And
Yeah,
they're-
no. Well, first off, it's a big deal that they find the sarcophagus
Yeah.
because they were like, no one's found one of
Yeah.
these suckers in a while.
Yeah. They
And
thought
no
they
one
had them all.
Yeah, and no one had any idea
Gotta catch
what
'em
was
all.
inside.
Right, and they were freaking out because they were like, "Should we open it? What if it's
Yeah.
the bubonic plague? Like, we
Yeah.
shouldn't. We don't know." So they finally.
What if it's like
open
the
it.
mummy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they finally open it, and inside is just this like disgusting red sludgy water with
Oh, and a skeleton's
bones.
in there. Too.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like 3 skeletons, right? They said?
I have no idea,
I think it
but
was 3.
but it's disgusting shit water. It's decrepit death water
Yeah.
from ancient Egypt. People have literally signed petitions
To drink it.
to allow them to drink the sludge water.
Yeah.
Can it get
Because
you
they
drunk?
think it's the elixir of life.
Yeah.
It's
where the
really
3 dead
just-
bodies were
Right.
buried in it.
Yeah, like if it was such a great elixir, the fuck happened to these jagoffs?
Yeah.
They had a lot left.
They were soaking in it.
They were soaking in
Yeah,
it.
they're literally bathing in the light.
In the elixir of life. Maybe
oh my
it's liquid death from ancient times.
Yeah, maybe.
Either way, someone can make some money off that by selling it to those people who want to drink it.
First
Can
off,
you
you better
imagine?
believe somebody's on the street right now in Egypt
Selling
selling
like
elixir,
bootlegged,
elixir. I just got this from the sarcophagus. It's the elixir of life. Why does it taste like ass? They all do. It's how you know it's fresh.
Because I didn't even think about the fact that they could open something like that and a literal disease could come out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they
Of course.
started the bubonic plague again?
Yeah, they were like bubonic plague 2.0s. Started in Egypt.
You
it's
get
made
bubonic
its way.
plague. You get bubonic plague.
Actually, that'd be
Wow.
a good idea for a movie, like finding some cool sarcophagus and they open it up and it's like,
It's my idea. I just came up with it.
Tom, that was a great idea.
And it
You should
becomes
totally write it.
It becomes contagion.
Contagion.
Con-
Oh,
Contagion.
man.
That was a scary fucking movie.
Yeah, I know.
Those are those movies that are scary because they're true.
Because it's like this is
They're
real life
scary
shit
'cause
that's
they're
going on.
All right, speaking of scary because it's true. You ready
Okay.
for this?
Yeah.
Spiders can fly.
No!
They believe
Hey,
they can
HHHH
fly.
crew. Fuck cancer to you too, Allison.
Yeah.
Oh, who's this from?
From Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Yep. Being a fan since episode 1
Nice.
and of your former shows, 4 points. TRS, Dignation. TSS, way
Wow.
back in the day. It's a shame the following story might also scare Allison into never leaving the house again.
Ugh, it's
I'd be
fine.
okay
There's
with that.
spiders in my house.
Had
too,
to
so.
send it in. Fucking shitballs. Spiders can fly using electricity.
What?
Ooh.
I don't even know what to do now. Keep up the great work, Chris.
I thought this was going to be like in Charlotte's Web, how like baby spiders can make those little kind of balloons out of webs and
Okay.
they float away.
Short answer, yes,
Okay.
that. Long answer, that. So that's called ballooning.
Yeah.
And what they do is they basically,
I don't know this.
yeah, when there's wind.
Never watched Charlotte's Web?
No, it looks
Come
stupid.
on.
Yeah, don't worry. And it's got spiders. It's scary shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there are these spiders, and and this is very common that they would do this thing, and they call it ballooning. And what they do is when the breeze is going, they sort of
Make their own parachutes.
Well, they
Yeah.
make these like strands of silk,
Oh, and it just...
and it
wind
catches the
chips,
wind,
yeah.
and they go off, right?
Yeah.
But here's the crazy part:
That's the crazy part.
they can do it when there's no wind.
What?
Yeah. And so
Uh-oh.
people have speculated, even back in like the Darwin days,
Lapping their silky...
that they believe that maybe there's some sort of electromagnetic thing going on. Right.
Surfing the ley lines of the earth.
Yeah,
What
and
is it?
so what they decided, but these things, and Darwin actually was the one because he saw it on ships where they'd be in the middle of the ocean, and all of a sudden a spider would like float in and be like, "Sup, dicks?" and land and be like, "Hey, where'd you guys come from? I came from London." And you're
Right.
like, "Jesus
How
Christ!"
did you get here?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so it
How
was
could you
like
talk?
thousands of miles, and then
Are you
also
serious?
they talk.
Yeah,
No,
what?
yeah. So
That's...
Darwin
no.
was like, it has to be something other than just the wind. But everybody was like, yeah, but it's like
the wind.
it's
Okay.
probably just the wind.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Go on.
Yeah,
I want to hear
so-
this story.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember
What's this?
where. Hold on, let me see what the place.
So they're
is.
flying along electricity?
Well, no, well, sort of, yeah. So let me see. Where's the place? University of Bristol. So
Ooh.
what they did was they said, okay, let's figure out what we can do. So what they did was they had a controlled environment,
Right. No
with
wind.
these things, no wind, and they would blow wind.
Yeah.
And then they would see that these people would the
people?
spiders would start doing the thing. They ballooning.
The spider people?
Right, the spider people would start ballooning.
Got
And
it.
So they were like, okay, so wind, ballooning.
Yeah.
Then what they did was they cut all the wind.
Yeah.
And they created an electromagnetic field.
Okay.
And when they created the electromagnetic field, the spiders got into this like they called it like tiptoeing.
Oh.
Really?
They got into the stance
They could
that they were
feel
going to
it,
do
huh?
it, and they started ballooning because they realized without the wind, the silk is just generated. There's no out. It's not like they're pooping. What they do is they connect the silk to something, and then as they walk away, the silk is basically generated and
spooling
pulled.
out.
Yeah, it comes
Okay.
out of the thing. So they were like, well, that's how they get the things to come out of their butt is because of the wind.
Wait,
They, like,
it means
the wind is what's
it's
pulling
like
the little
catching
hairs
the
out of the
got
thing.
it. Got it. Okay.
So this started happening, and it was like the little thing started happening, and they were actually able to do the ballooning just with the electromagnetic field that they were
Wow.
generating. And they realized that they have the little feelers on their like the little hairs on
Yeah.
their thing, and just like we are with static electricity, where your hair starts to stand on
Yeah.
end, those little feelers started to stand on end.
Whoa.
And so then that caused them to like go, oh, it's time, and they would get into the
Yeah.
is time.
shit float stance.
The electricity
Yeah.
has called.
Yeah, and so it's like.
Oh shit.
It's crazy. So they actually think that it's most likely a combination of both wind and electrostatic energy. But they never thought that this was something that they can do. So literally, these spiders can fly using the ambient electrostatic energy in the atmosphere.
I don't hate this
Fuck.
story because Mother Nature is kind of fucking cool.
Badass.
Yeah.
I still say we get rid of all electricity to keep
What?
them from flying.
Yeah, or like amp it up.
I was gonna
Let
say-
the
Amp it up?
auto fly through the sky.
The smarter decision would be get rid of all the spiders.
Oh, Jesus. What happened? Was that a fly?
The
That
fly
was
landed
Fly.
on me. I thought it was
Lawrence
flying
P.
spider.
Fly just landed
Lawrence
on
P.
us.
Fly is going to land on me, and I'm going to freak the fuck
Because you're like,
out.
flying spider! Flying electric spider!
And we're like, it's just a fly, yang spider. You started to make me feel better, and then you immediately made me feel worse. What? I was just saying it was just a fly, yang spider. Stop saying the last part. Anyway,
Hey, anyways.
so let's do a story.
Do a story. Yeah.
Story's good. Story's
So
good.
here's a quick update.
Ooh, I like updates.
Elon Musk's farting unicorn fight has been settled.
Oh, with the artist. Yeah.
So Elon and the artist got together, had a powwow.
Give him a flamethrower.
Said,
You don't
hey.
have yet?
I know.
Where's the
like, so
flamethrower?
No, I don't know. I mean, it's only...
They said over the
it's
summer.
still July. It's still July.
Okay, go ahead.
They said over the summer, correct?
They said summer.
Okay. So before Labor Day weekend, we better have a fucking flamethrower.
Yeah.
And I'm going to flame some
Or I'm
going
going to crack some heads
with
Yeah.
my flamethrower.
and take some names.
Burn some heads.
Crack. What's your name?
Kick some
Oh,
ass.
God damn it.
Why'd you do that?
My name is Carl Johnson.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Run away.
Ow! What's your name? Sarah Markle. Okay, what's your name? Crack. Stop hitting. Stop
Celebrity
What am
name.
I doing?
Stop cracking people and taking names. I'm cracking skulls and I'm taking names. Crack. What's your name? Charles Binghamton. Why did you hit me on the head? Because I'm cracking skulls, but I'm also taking names. You're on a list of what? People I have cracked skulls of. Why did you make a list of that? I need to make sure who I send apology letters to. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm on this tear, but I'm gonna crack. What's your name? Oh, my name is Stacy Mengtenson. Stacy Mengtenson with 2 M's? Yes, all right. Sorry I hit you on the skull with my gun thing.
Why did we let you go on for so long?
Wow. Because I was laughing and he knows
my
it makes me laugh.
That wasn't even like that good of a sketch. It
But
was
he
just-
performed it so well. It was the delivery.
You just continued.
You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. I'm bowing now
Jesus.
to everybody.
Yeah.
Bow now, brown
Anyway.
cow. So anyway,
Right.
so they didn't say what it is that they agreed upon.
Millions
I'm
of
assuming
dollars.
money. Either money or
Or
credit.
Free,
I don't know.
Free Teslas for life.
Yeah, actually, that would not be a bad idea.
I would totally take that deal.
Yeah,
Worth it.
we'll give you 1 Tesla every time we release a new model.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'd be like, you give me a Tesla every time I want a Tesla.
Would seem better.
Yeah.
Crack. What's your name? Elon Musk. Oh, shit. Well, I'm on a tear. I
Listen,
didn't
I
even
need the
recognize
flamethrower and I can stop this.
you. Yeah, somebody give me a flamethrower so I can stop this madness. Oh, my God, I love it.
All right.
Speaking of things that I love,
What else
this
do you love?
story made me smile.
Oh, good.
Smiling's
I
fun.
like it when you smile, Alex.
So good. Gaff as Civil Service magazine
What?
print. Gaff. It's
mistake.
the UK.
Oh,
It's like a- yeah.
I thought you said Gaff.
Nope.
Nope.
What?
Okay. Gaff.
Gaff as Civil Service magazine prints poster telling parents to shoot rabid children.
No.
Rabid children?
Yeah. So in this Civil Service magazine,
Yeah.
they have like this is the things that you should do, like
Yeah.
just because it's a quarterly civil service pamphlet, and the what was the name of the town that did it?
Bristol
The
Sherman.
current issue of Civil Service Quarterly, which I guess is like a business magazine for civil servants in the UK.
Got it.
And the quarterly magazine came out and had produced a pamphlet of like, these are all things that we used to say in the 70s.
Right.
That were real things.
Yeah.
And somehow they got onto this fake thing from the 70s that was actually done recently. So there's this fictional town called Scarfolk.
Okay.
It was created by writer and designer Richard Littler as a dystopian satire of the 70s that somehow got leaked in and connected.
I
so
see
it's like
what you're saying.
This Scarfolk thing is like a whole thing.
Yes, it's a fictional
It's a
written
fictional
thing, but
written
somehow
thing.
got
Like-
combined with the
Somebody
like those
found
crazy
it.
laws that we still have from
Right.
like the 1970s. Got it.
Yeah, so somebody found it and put it into the current quarterly
Oh my
civil
gosh.
service quarterly pamphlet.
And so it actually said to shoot rabid children.
So it was like, these are the crazy things we used to say, and one of them was, if your child is rabid, you should shoot them.
Oh my
before they get out of
gosh.
control. But it also led me to go like, I want to look into this.
yeah, this short story.
Yeah, the Scarfolk. So there's a book called Discovering Scarfolk,
Yeah.
a Scarfolk book for tourists and other trespassers.
Oh, yes. That's a great title.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Tourists and other trespassers.
So
Trespasses.
So, and it looks like they're actually potentially going to do a TV show based on the books.
cool.
Yeah, but I just
Nice.
love
That's
the
cool.
idea that, like, something that was so clearly not meant for actual publication,
Yes.
somebody at the civil
Snuck its
service
way
was
in.
like, Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
It's like someone found an Onion article and was like, "This is news."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why
we
would
talked
you
about that,
shoot
right?
a
we
rabid
did.
child?
I just thought of something that I wanted to tell you guys about.
They
Oh yes.
So the day after I got back from Comic-Con, I desperately needed a reboot. So I went to the Korean spa,
Good
Oh,
for you.
okay.
as I do for the afternoon. I got a body scrub. And then I did an hour of acupressure. Have you ever had acupressure done?
No, what is
no,
that?
I don't
I mean,
believe in magic.
it's a massage in the sense that I don't believe in magic. Is that what you just said?
Yes,
Tom.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
It's a massage in the sense that you lie on a table and your face down and your head's in like the little hole and whatever. But it's like a tiny woman basically walks on you and
Sold. Tiny woman.
and
Let's do it.
Sold
jabs,
tiny woman.
jabs her elbows and knees into you and
Yeah.
uses her toes. It's incredibly painful. It's not relaxing at all.
So wait a minute.
but-
So this is like super deep tissue? Because
yeah.
they
So the
do
point
one,
of it,
like,
but the point of it is not necessarily about the tissues. It's called acupressure because it's hitting all the points that acupuncture does. So it's all about like getting recirculation back into your
Oh,
body.
cool. Okay.
It's detoxing and stuff like
So you
that.
feel better now? Like what?
Oh, I feel amazing.
Cool.
But for an
Interesting.
hour, it's very uncomfortable and very
Yeah, yeah.
painful, and you're
I
just
should
like
try that,
you're just like really trying
Yeah.
to breathe deep to like let her get through what she needs to do. But my point is that my upper arms are like real sore right now
Yeah.
from it, and that's what reminded me because she told me when I finished when I was done,
Yeah.
she's like your arms. Too skinny. I was like, what?
What?
She's like, yeah. And then she's like, you
Well,
have to
you're too
do.
fat, bitch.
No.
Get off
She's
the
like,
back, you.
she means I don't, because she was saying like I don't have enough like muscle. Basically, it's not.
Do
It's
you do
not.
any weight stuff?
I do sometimes, but not a ton of it. But she gave me exercises to do every morning. She's like, for a minute, she wants me to stand with my arms over my head and on one
Praise
foot,
Allah.
like my
Oh,
right foot lifted.
yeah.
Stay like that for a
Yep.
minute, and then do it again with my left foot. And she's like, do that. She's like, trim arms, trim waist, and I was like, okay. So.
So
Really?
I
That'll
just
do
it?
I just love that if you do that and stomach vacuuming from last week's
Right?
episode,
Everyone's
you
gonna
don't
look
even
amazing.
need to go to a gym.
I know.
I just have to keep telling myself to do it and then actually doing
I
it.
can actually do it
Because
yeah.
I go, I should do stomach vacuuming, and then I'm like,
You know what I do?
oh, just not.
No,
right
just
now.
drink
when I'm
instead.
watching
That's
watching
easier.
TV. You just lie on the ground when you're watching TV, and you have your knees bent, so your feet are flat on the floor, your knees are bent, pointing up.
Yeah.
And just do it like I just watch TV, and I just blow all the air in my stomach, and then I'm like, suck it all in, and then I just breathe. You basically are breathing into your rib cage as opposed to breathing into your stomach because your stomach's sucked in.
How
And
long
just
have you
hold
been
it
vacuuming?
for like a month or so,
Do
whatever.
you see any?
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh yeah. Do I see a difference? It's not about like seeing a difference. It's about understanding that like my body just stays in now. If that makes
Okay,
sense,
but I feel like
know?
that you would see
Yeah.
that difference.
Yeah, I guess so. But like, it's so much easier to do now too.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So you're definitely building up those inner
Yeah.
factoid muscle
No,
things
whatever
that
things
Jonathan
Jonathan
was
said.
saying.
Yeah.
I don't
Like-
even remember what he was talking about. I couldn't barely hear you guys at Comic-Con.
It was a little tough. It was
So
a
that's
little
why I
tough to
was-
hear,
yeah.
but
I'm
I
stomach
thought you were
vacuuming right now, you guys.
If you are you? If you
Totally.
go do that acupressure thing, I'd be interested in trying it out.
Yeah, they do it
So-
on all the
Let me
Korean
know.
spas. Yeah.
I got
so
time in my hands.
it's just because we did that when we went to Japan. I think we've probably told this story on
Yeah.
here before, where they were doing the like Thai leg massage, and it was just the most painful fucking thing
Yeah.
ever. But then, an hour later, I was like,
You're like,
I feel
everything's
better.
amazing. Yeah.
I was like,
And
that
you have-
actually does feel
You basically
good.
have to drink like a shit ton of
Yeah.
water afterwards because
Yeah.
they've
Those
just
toxins
moved
out.
everything in your body. Yeah.
Interesting.
But I-
How long does it take?
Well, I did an hour. You can do however long you want.
Oh God damn! I don't know
Yeah.
if I could. I don't know if I could
They
stand
offer
it for
30
an hour.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to get naked in these Korean spas?
Can you get naked?
You get 100% naked in the Korean spas, but
Like,
the
even
acupuncture-
guys do?
Yeah. Well, no, we're not in the same room.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
But the acupressure stuff is not in the is not in the individual areas. It's in the common area. So you go to it dressed, but then they just have you take your top off. You're still in the little shorts.
oh, you get
How
little
little
shorts.
are these
Yeah,
shorts?
yeah. They give you
Yeah.
they give you
Oh, I've seen those. Like the adult diaper
almost like
looking
camp
things.
outfits.
Yeah.
No, they're not diapers. They're just
No,
like
I know,
old
but
school
they're like
80s
the, yeah.
Yeah.
track shorts.
they have like
Yeah.
elastic
Cool.
waistbands or whatever. Yeah, but that's what you have to wear in the common areas.
Disposable
Ah.
shorts.
Korean spas are
common
so fun. Maybe I'll just take you guys one day.
Yes, let's
So
do
you
it.
guys, although
I'd
you
be
guys would have to
curious.
see each other naked.
Maybe we
I
should
don't know, we
go.
shouldn't do that.
All
That's pass. Hard pass.
So weird. So weird.
Let me get my gun device. I'm going to start cracking skulls and taking names. That's what keyed me off.
oh man.
Whack.
Whack.
What's your name?
Goodness gracious. All right, did we do
Kim
it?
Wait,
Pan-
I'll tell you if you could do it.
Did we do it?
I think
Timekeeper
you
Tom?
Did it, timekeeper
It's
Tom.
34. You can.
All right, yeah,
What's up
that's
to you?
30-ish minutes.
I got
Yeah, that's great.
All right,
That's
okay,
good.
good.
Cool. Well, you know what? Thanks,
We did
everyone,
it.
for listening. If you want to email us, you can email us at halfhourhappyhourfans@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter, halfhourhappyhr. Please subscribe to us on whatever you listen to us on, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, all that stuff.
Ooh.
Share us with your friends.
Please.
Someone, I forget her name, and I feel so awful, but one of the women who came to our show at Comic-Con brought her friend. Her friend didn't know what she was walking into, and then her friend was like, "This is amazing." So thanks to you two ladies.
Yeah, so
was great.
do that again.
And then you guys, then everyone got
Times a
Pez.
million.
Everyone got superhero Pez.
Everyone got Pez. Oh, and we got
right.
donuts.
Those
Oh,
donuts
God.
were so good. They literally bled sprinkles.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It is.
Oh my God! Thank
I'm
you for all
hungry.
that
It's
stuff.
amazing.
Everyone was awesome. All right, and that is it for this week's episode of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alison Haislip.
I'm Alex Albrecht, and sitting in with us is always the lovely and talented Tom Super Volcano Krajewski.
Tom Super Volcano Krajewski.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.